Hey, how you feeling today, folks? I'm Dan Passarelli, and I just want to thank you for being here with me right here, right now, at this very moment. If you can hear me, please go to the questions box and give me a big old woo-hoo. Hit that questions box and let me know you can hear me. I think you can. I see the green light on the microphone there. I'm pretty sure you can hear me, but I want to know for sure. Hit that questions box and give me a big old woo-hoo. Charlotte says woo-hoo. I love that. Jason says woo-hoo. Bo says woo-hoo. Bo knows. I love it. All right. Avelino and Mark and Sandra and new contact and Ricky. All right. You guys are awesome. Now, there is Bill and Ronald. Yeah, man. Fired up today. Fired up. All right. Now, before we first of all, here's what we're going to talk about today. How this earnings season will influence the Fed's next rate decision. Before we get started, I need to point out that options are not for everyone. Read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. Get a copy of that by emailing investorservices@theocc.com. Don't trade with money you're not prepared to lose. What we're providing today is generalized information. We can't give specific recommendations based on your specific situation. For trading information specific to your needs, talk to a licensed broker. Each of us has the power within us to make trading a source of continuous wealth. And today, I'm going to share with you how to unlock that power. This is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you how you can replace uncertainty with confidence so that you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market is doing, using this simple, data-driven, real money proven earnings trading system that hundreds of our students have used to go from that demoralized feeling we've all felt from some time to that feeling of satisfaction, a feeling of self-assurance that we all know is possible. And that is powerful. This can literally transform your life because when you're confident, you trade better, and when you trade better, you're more confident. This technique I'm going to share with you makes it possible. It uses my proprietary earnings trading system. And at the end of this training, I'll share how you can take the next steps so that you can start getting immediate results. Fair deal? Hit that questions box and give me a big old yes. Yes? Are you liking this? Don't be afraid to participate here. Let's make this fun. Ricky is joining from Tampa with no internet. How the heck are you online, Ricky? All right. Charlotte says yes. Jason says fair deal. Bo says yes. Frida says yes. Yeah. Avelino says yes. Sandra says yes, all caps, exclamation. She's here not to mess around, man. She's here to get some stuff done, move forward, and kill it this earnings season, to dominate. Oh, Ricky's on the phone. I got you. All right, Ricky. Well, hey, man, thanks for doing that. Thanks for showing up. Bill says, why the not, is what he says. Not really. I kind of added the, but why not? All right. Now, in order for you to get the most out of this, I ask that throughout this presentation and afterwards, make this about you. Turn off your cell phone, shut the door of the room you're in, lock the dog outside, let this in, let it become part of you. And be sure to stay until the end of this training. The most important things I will share come later. Oh boy, just wait until we get towards the end of this thing. And to keep the focus, I'm going to hold all questions. If you have a question, write it down. I will get to them all. So let's keep it positive. Let's have some fun. and let's move forward together today. Boom. This is a pictorial representation of who I am, what I do, some of the organizations I've worked with. I traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, wrote 2 of the most popular books on option trading, worked with every major options broker in the US and abroad, as well as pretty much all the options exchanges in the world. I get to be on TV a lot, but enough about me. Let's talk about you. I know some of you have traded earnings in the past. I know some of you have not. Well, here's the thing. If you have traded earnings, I can help you do it better and be more profitable with less risk. If you have not traded earnings in the past, then honey, you are in the right place at the right time. All right, you're going to love this. Would it be okay if I share a short personal story with you? Hit that questions box. Would it be okay if I share a short and kind of fun little personal story with you? Gina says yes. Jason says yes. Bo says, please, exclamation. Charlotte says yes. Excellent. Well, you asked for it. Here it comes. Sandra says, sure. So there I am with my little sister. That's probably like 1980 or something. Now, a lot of kids, you know, like they want to be a doctor, fireman, teacher, whatever it is. But for me, I wanted to be a trader, which I know is kind of weird, but I did. Because I saw traders on TV and in the movies growing up in Chicago. They were on the local news. I'd see them in their colored jackets in the financial district. These traders were all around me in Chicago. And it excited me to think that they could make money, really good money, doing nothing but trading. So right out of college, I printed up a stack of resumes and I went out looking for a job. I literally knocked on every single door of that building right there on your screen, handing out those resumes. And lo and behold, guess what happened? I got a job. That's where I got my start. I worked my way up from a runner, which was the total entry-level position. I was literally making $9,000 a year at my first job out of college. I had to work 2 other jobs just to pay my rent, but it paid off. I had hard work and that investment of my time and money. I ended up becoming one of the biggest traders in my pit. I actually started trading in 1998 and life was good. I was living the dream. At that point, it might have been the best time in 30 years to be where I was. And you know what? In a lot of ways, honestly, I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I mean, trading was super easy back then. You could make some mistakes and still make money. Now, do you remember what was going on in 1998 in the market? What did the financial press call what was going on in 1998, 1999? The internet bubble, the dot-com bubble, right? That's right. Hey, hit that questions box. Type a yes if you traded during the dot-com bubble or the internet bubble. Hit that questions box. I'm taking a poll. I want to see this. This is always interesting to me to see who was trading back then. It's fewer and fewer as the years go by, but type a yes or no. Did you trade during the dot-com bubble? Did you trade during the dot-com bubble? Brent says, I did. Charlotte says yes. Sandra says no. Bo says no. Gina says yes. Frida says no. Jason says yes. Interesting. Ricky says no. We got more yeses than I thought we were going to have. Well, I'll tell you what. For the folks who said no, that's okay. Because I'm going to share with you an opportunity that you can take advantage of right now, that you can make the same sort of gains, and it's just as easy to trade as it was back then, if not easier. Now, speaking of that old internet bubble, you know what happened, right? In fact, you know what eventually happens to all bubbles, right? That's right. They all go pop. And for most, when the internet bubble burst, it didn't really look like this cute little girl who, bing, oh, yeah, it's so cute. The bubble popped. Oh, it was more something like that. This is basically what happened to a lot of people. And you know what? I don't really talk about this a lot, but this is kind of what happened for me. I'd never seen a crash like that in my career at that point. And back then, I didn't know how to handle it. In some ways, I did better than some, but it was bad. All of a sudden, nothing worked as it had worked before. Trades I'd normally crush weren't making money. I started to lose my confidence. I was constantly second guessing myself. I will never forget this one time where I just got completely run over by a trade. I lost $500,000 in a single day. And that night I had to go home and have a conversation with my wife, Kathleen. Because the plan before that was to put my next bonus away for our kids' college funds. And that bonus, it was now gone. This is what happened to it. Kids' college funds are gone. I wondered if I would still have a job. I wondered if I'd be able to keep my house. Now everything was different. And that's when I knew that I had to create a trading system that works in all market scenarios. And as fate would have it, at that moment, I was presented with an opportunity. And it's funny how opportunities seem to come right at the right time, isn't it? When you get an opportunity, what do you do? What do you do when someone says 1, 2, 3, boom, here's a great opportunity? Well, you take that step, don't you? There are two types of people in this world. There are those who second guess everything. Those are the people who are always looking back, not forwards, who hesitate. And then there are people who take action and create success. And you know what? From the outside, it looks like these people are just always getting lucky. But you know what? That's not it, is it? They take action. Type a yes if you are the sort of person who looks forward and takes action. I want to know, if you take that step, are you the sort of person who looks forward and takes action? Type a yes or a no. Are you the sort of person who looks forward and takes action? Jason says yes. Gina says, I am. Frida says yes. Charlotte says yes. Ricky says yes. Bo says not always. Okay. Anyone else? Tim says yes. Sandra says depends on the risk. Interesting. Okay. So here's what I want to share with you. I asked that question for a reason. The most successful traders that I know, they all have the same trait. And you know what that is? I bet you do. They take action. It's about having an investor's mindset, right? And ultimately, it's really about investing in yourself. That's really what you're doing, isn't it? Warren Buffett said the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. Because you know what? Like, this is one thing that I'm quoted saying a lot. You can't make a profit if you never make the investment, right? We as traders, we have to take action when we see a good investment. We have to invest a little bit and take that chance because it is an investment in ourselves. We profit from things that we invest in, and that's how we grow financially and as a person. So, like many opportunities can, this opportunity that I was presented with on this day that we're talking about, it changed my life and it set me down on the path that I'm on today. The exchange asked me to come and teach classes for them, and I found that that was my calling. At that time, I started trading in a regular, non-professional trading account like you. I was learning a different way to trade than I was used to, and I discovered that there were strategies that I wasn't using on the trading floor, or at least not trading them the same way, that were very powerful, that could make money in all market conditions, up or down, even the most unpredictable of markets. So I made it my life's work to give back to the trading community and share these strategies with all traders and empower you however I can. And that's what ultimately led me to creating this earnings trading system that I use and our top performing traders all use as well. We had an event in Chicago with some of the traders we've trained, and I stopped into the Chicago Board of Trade where I do some of my TV interviews. We ran into one of my friends from the trading floor. Now, when you're watching traders on TV talking about the markets, we're there to share what we're watching, what we're trading, what's making money. Because you know what? A lot of traders make a really good living out of simply playing follow the leader. Good traders don't reinvent the wheel. They follow top traders and do what is working right now and mirror the road-tested strategies. Are you following me? Is this making sense? So in this period, Goldman Sachs was up 24% over this 12-month period. So I have another question for you. Would you be, get ready to hit that questions box. Would you be happy with a 24% return in a year? Would you? This is not a rhetorical question. I want to know, would you be happy with a 24% annual return? Hit that questions box for me. Pronto. Would you be happy with the 24% return in a year? Okay. Jason says yes. Bo says of course. Ricky says yes. Charlotte says meh. M-E-H, was that meh? Charlotte says meh. Sandra says, I made 23% annual return last year. That's great. Yes. And you're here because you want to get even better. That's freaking awesome. I love that. So many traders rest on their laurels. They get a certain degree of success and they're like, oh yeah, you know, I know enough. Oh yeah, I don't need to get any better. I'm so smart. But you're here. I love that. I share the same philosophy of life. Always moving forward, always getting better. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mark says, yes, it would be good. 24%. Avelino says, yes. Avelino would be happy with the 24% annualized return. Tim says no. No. Tim says no. You know what, Tim? I think you have an interesting perspective, my friend. And you know what? I like it. 24% a year is tough for some people. But what if I told you there's a strategy that it doesn't matter if the market goes up or down, is volatile or calm, and you can still make money consistently and potentially really good money? Well, here is the big news. Traders can do better than returns like these in all markets, and you have to. Interest rates have driven the cost of loans up. That's bad for banks. People are worried about inflation and recession at the same time. That's bad for money managers. But you know what saved firms like Goldman Sachs over the past few years? Their trading units. Look here. Goldman has 45,300 employees. The average salary is $108,830, and bonuses are $90,000. That was the average bonus, $90,000. That means that every year Goldman pays out $9 billion to their employees, not to mention all the other overhead, rent and all that business. $9 billion. In order for Goldman Sachs to pay out $9 billion a year, all their other costs, and still retain enough capital to grow their business by 24%, Goldman must make hundreds of percent a year. These are the kind of trades professional traders make. And that's why, they make a couple of $100,000 a year, and even more with those gigantic bonuses. When I started on the trading floor, I started with a $30,000 account. Making trades like these daily, weekly, and monthly enabled me to turn that $30,000 well into the 7-figure area. That's a lot more than 24% a year. This is what is possible. This is what traders are doing every day. And it's not just professional traders. This is Vic. He was one of our student traders who traded our earnings system. He said, I've only been trading for about a year. I actually did pretty well, increasing my account value by over 30% between June 20th when I went live and the end of the year. Thanks to both of you and all the MTM community that has helped me do this. So 30% between June and the end of the year, that comes out to a 60% annualized return. And he was brand new to option trading. Imagine what you could do if you had a little training, right? So let me start off with another question. Right here in green, if you could consistently make money week after week, month after month, would you trade with more confidence? You don't have to answer that. I know the answer to that question. The answer to the question is yes. Why? Because confidence gives you consistency. Consistency gives you confidence. So the real question is, how do you get there? How do you get the confidence if you're not consistent? How do you get the consistency if you're not confident yet? Well, you do it with bread and butter strategies. That's what I call them. Just these time-tested, data-driven strategies. They're road-tested that like somebody who knows what they're doing, a professional trader came up with, has made it work, and you use that, right? Well, the strongest consistency trade right now is the earnings trade. Can you see yourself using earnings trades as a vehicle to get consistent results starting this quarter? If so, hey, type the word driven in the questions box right now. That's driven, D-R-I-V-E-N. Can you see yourself using earnings trades as a vehicle to get consistent results starting this quarter? If so, type the word driven in the questions box. Go ahead and type that one right now. Doc, you are in the questions box, my friend. Yes, type it in there. Sandra says driven. Charlotte says driven. Gina says driven, all caps with an exclamation. Holy cow. Avelino says driven. Jason says driven. Rita says driven. Bo says driven. Holy crap. You guys are driven, man. This is awesome. Bob, hey, Bob, what's up, my friend? Bob says, love trading earnings. We'll just keep it there for now. Doc says, really driven, all caps. Yeah, man. This is the best crowd that we've had in one of these in a long, long time. You guys are freaking driven, and I love it. All right. So look, let's start talking about what are the advantages to earnings trades, okay? So first of all, this is an incredible advantage. They're market independent. We don't care what direction the stock goes. Let me repeat that. We don't care if the stock goes up or down after earnings. Holy cow. They're very short term on each trade, which limits the broad market exposure. So it doesn't matter if the S&P 500 is trending up, is in a bear market, bull market, doesn't matter. There's potentially greatly leveraged profits, as we'll see in a minute. And they're really easy. There's an extremely simple yes-no test to screen the trades. Also, opportunities are concentrated in a short period of time. Now, companies announce earnings all year long. Like every week, there's some company announcing earnings, but about 80% of them release earnings during what is known as earnings season. And it just kind of started slow this season, this week, but next week is the biggest week of earnings season. Next week, the week after, and we start getting into retail earnings season. So when is the best time to get started learning this stuff? When is the best time to get started? Because I'll tell you what, I think we are at the beginning of a life-changing time to trade because of this earnings season. Jason says right now. Yes, so right. When is the best time to get started? Next month? Next year? No, 1, 2, 3, boom, do it now, right? And that's why we're here. Now, the most important things about earnings trades is simply that they work. It wasn't until I was a trader, like most of the traders attending this training, trading in a regular non-professional account, that I discovered the power of time spreads for earnings. Now, ironically, after trading thousands of time spreads on the trading floor, honing my skills with them, I learned the last 10% nuance that pushed the power of time spreads over the top for me in a rather unique way. Long story short, I found myself on the telephone with a producer from Bloomberg Television, and he said, Dan, listen, we want you to go down, stand in the trading pit. We want to interview you. Apple has earnings coming out after the close, and we want you to tell our viewers a way to trade Apple going into earnings. And I was like, wait, why is Dan saying uh-oh? Why would you say that? Because you know why? You probably don't know this. This is going to be a crazy little factoid for some people. You probably don't know this, but most professional traders actually don't trade earnings. At the height of my professional trading career, I was in the top 5 traders in my company. And there was about 50 traders. I was in the top 10%. My boss would have let me trade anything I wanted with as much of the company's money as I wanted. But you know, the one thing I was never allowed to do, carry a position going into earnings. Why? Because it's the least predictable direction-wise day of the quarter. Because even if the stock beats earnings, like there was this company today that beat earnings by 10% and they were down 16%. Holy cow. It's just so unpredictable. Nobody can predict the direction. So, you know, the guy wants to interview me. And so like those of you who know me, you know that I always put my money where my mouth is. If I'm going to talk about a trade idea on global television in front of hundreds of millions of people, it's going to be a trade I believe in and actually have on. So I told the guy, hey, look, I'll call you right back. So I go over to my trading platform and I'm looking for a trade, right? And I know, well, I can't buy calls, I can't buy puts, that's directional, you can't pick direction, so can't do debit spreads, so can't do credit spreads, no covered calls, no cash secured puts. What am I going to do? So last ditch effort, I was like, well, let's look at a time spread. And it was actually a great trade. I immediately put it on. Then I went and did the interview. The trade made money and I was hooked after that. Later, I came across some data that you'll hear about in a moment that then gave me the black and white proof that this was no fluke. When the right criteria are met, this is a genuine consistency trade that can be used over and over and over again to crank out consistent profits with confidence during specific periods of the year, in particular earnings season. Now, crash course on time spreads. If you already are familiar with time spreads, give me about 37 seconds here. A time spread is when a trader buys a longer term option and sells a shorter term option, and they both have the same strike. That's it. And the data show that these usually work out great, as you'll see on the next slide, when certain criteria are met. And this is really important. I'm definitely not saying just go and trade a time spread on every single earnings play. That would be a disaster. That would not work. But when certain criteria are met, these work out great. Now, other times when other criteria are met, we use straddles or some other strategy. Those trigger less than 5% of the time. So mostly, we're going to stick to time spreads. Let's look at why. Now, there's a lot of data here. Don't get too hung up trying to read all the numbers. Later, I'll explain how to simplify all this. For now, here is what's important. If you sell short-term options the day before an earnings event, they lose their value greatly once earnings are announced, which is the next trading session. And that's good because you're short them. Now, longer-term options also lose their value between putting them on the day before earnings and then after the announcement. But the key element of this observation is that short-term options lose way more value than longer-term ones. So what this means and what this essentially proves is that when certain criteria are met, trading time spreads around an earnings event is effectively a long, consistent winning strategy, and you can see the results here. Now, these I'm going to share with you right now, basically all the steps to follow this system throughout earnings season. Now, there's a few details involved, but this is basically the gist of it. So write this down. First, we find all stocks that have options listed on them that have earnings coming out after the close today or before the open tomorrow morning. Are you with me? Yes? This is important. Are you following me? We can find several trades a day. Sometimes there are hundreds of opportunities even in a single week. For example, next week, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of opportunities. That is an extremely important week to be ready for. Now, we screen those trades using what I call the yes-no screen technique to see if we should continue on with the potential trade. And this is your first step. This will literally save you hours and hours of your precious time and make your life so much better. Not to mention, it'll ensure that you're only trading the best trades, the ones with edge, meaning they have a statistical advantage in your favor. So your win rate increases and your winners are bigger. Do you like this? Type the word yes if you are liking what you're hearing right now. Hit that questions box. Type the word yes if you are liking what you're hearing right now. Type the word yes in the questions box. Jason says yes. Bo says yes. Charlotte says yes. Frida says yes. Tim says yes. Gina says absolutely, all caps. Thank you very much. Sandra says yes. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ricky says yes. You guys are great, man. You guys are great. Doc says yes. All right. So next, we model the spread on tomorrow's days with a variant vol crush on both the short-term and the long-term option based on a partial reversion to the mean, but also relative to realized volatility. Then we compare that to the past to get the modeled endurable gap, okay? The modeled endurable gap, it's just my way of making this completely foolproof. So it's super easy for you. Once you have that, you'll know exactly which trades to put on and which to stay away from. Now, here is where most people go wrong. We put on the time spread the session immediately before earnings. This is less than a 24-hour trade. That is critical. The next day, we exit the trade at the precise time. And you know what? Honestly, everybody screws this part up. But I'll share with you how you can get the timing right later. And then it's just rinse, wash, repeat. That's it. Easy peasy. Now, the biggest secret to driving consistent results by trading earnings is that we only trade the best of the best candidates. Yes. Now, next week, there will be literally hundreds of companies announcing, right? Just a ton. But we're not going to trade all of them. I've got a lot of stocks that I'm over an 80% win rate on earnings. But even those that I have a hugely successful track record on, I don't trade those stocks every quarter. Sometimes they don't model out. This is a very selective process. So let's take a closer look at how this works. So this is a trade that I made in a past earnings season in Merck. So I went through that checklist that I just shared a minute ago, and it triggered this trade. So I traded it. So I bought 25 of the Merck May 17th, 127 puts at $2.56. And at the same time, as part of the same trade, also sold 25 of the Merck April 26th, 127 puts at $1.94. So same strike, both puts, two expirations. This is one single trade, two legs, one single trade. It's called a time spread, or some people call it a calendar spread. Now, here's what happened. I put that on at the end of the day. The market closed. Earnings came out either after the close of that day or before the open the next day, and the market opened that next day. So I wait for three things to happen, and once they do, I can take off the trade. And here's what I did. The ones that I bought yesterday, the May 17th, I sold them. This came out, it must trade with two different market makers, sold 12 and 13, this sold at 25, right? So I sold to close 25 of the May 17th 127 puts at $1.16, and I bought to close 25 of the April 26th 127 puts at 29 cents. So what I paid 62 cents for, the next day I sold at 87 cents. I invested 62 cents. The trade made 87 minus 62. The trade made 25 cents, which is 40% overnight. Now let's make this more tangible. If you bought a 25 contracts, you'd have invested $1,550, and you would have had a profit in less than 24 hours of $625. Factor in commissions, and this is a pretty darn solid trade. Let's look at another one. Past earnings season, I went through that checklist I shared a moment ago, and it triggered this trade. I bought 25 of the Oxy May 31st 65 puts at $1.53. At the same time, as part of one trade, sold 25 of the May 10th 65 puts at $1.05. That's a total debit of 48 cents. So market closes just a little bit later. Earnings comes out either after the market that day or before the market the next day. Market opens that next day. I wait for three things to happen. Once they do, I can put in my closing order, and I put in this order. I sold 13 of the May, or no, well, a total of 25, right? 13 plus 12. I sold 25 of the May 65 puts at 166, and I bought 25 of the May 10th 65 puts at $1.01. What I paid 48 cents for the day before, I sold at 65 cents the next day. So I invested 48 cents. The trade made 17 cents. That's 35.4% profit. So on 25 contracts, I invested $1,200, and the profit was $425 less commissions. There's another simple trade I did. I followed the checklist, and it led me to putting on this trade. I bought the LVS, that's Las Vegas Sands, July 26th, August 23rd put time spread by buying the August 23rd 40 puts and selling the July 26th 40 puts. This is a total of 20 contracts this time. I traded it, I bought it at 52 cents which is just about $1,040 on the trade. So shortly after I put on the trade, the market closes. The next morning, the market opens. Wait for three things to happen. When they do, I execute my closing order. I put in an order to sell at 70 cents. I waited for a bit and I got filled. So I bought 20 of the July 26 40 puts at 46 cents, sold the August 23rd puts, 40 puts at $1.16. So what I bought at 52 cents, I sold at 70 cents. That is a 34.6% profit overnight, less than 24 hours. So this is a 34.6% profit. The previous trade was a 35.4% profit. The one before that was a 40% profit. This is great. Is every trade going to work out exactly like this, 35, 40%? No. There will be some that lose occasionally, and I think that that's important to share. Let's take a look at one. So this was in NXPI. So same thing. I went through that exact same checklist, and it did trigger this trade. So I traded it. I bought 8 of the NXPI May 19th 165 puts at $5.35. Sold 8 of the May 5th 165 puts at $3.95, paid $1.40. Okay, same routine. Market closes, earnings comes out, opens the next morning, but this one didn't really work. Exactly what I didn't want to have happen, happened. The exact opposite. The trade totally got away from me. But did I panic? No. That's not what trading's about. This is a system. Just stick with the system. I waited for the three things to happen, and I was able to close the trade, and I ended up still losing on it. I sold what I bought at $1.40. I sold it at $1.30, which comes out to a 7% loss in one day, or a loser of $80. Because, you know, a lot of these trades, they're very, very manageable when they go against you. And I've traded hundreds of these things, literally. For the more advanced traders here, sometimes we do what's called a double calendar. Let's take a look at that one. So here I bought 7 of the Whirlpool August 16th, July 26th, 98.99 double calendar at $2. That's basically where I buy the 98 times spread, August 16th, July 26th, 98 put calendar, and then the August 16th, July 26th, 99 call calendar. Do them both at the same time. So next day, market opens, wait for three things to happen, sell it at $2.75, locking in 37.5% profit in one day. That comes out to about $525 minus commissions. What's the key here? Driving consistent profits. If you can make $535 on one trade and $425 on another and $650 on the other, and there are hundreds of opportunities in a week, and you're cherry picking just the best of them, how much money do you think you can make trading this strategy in just a single week? I'm kind of curious. If you can make, I mean, what were these? $635, $425, $500, $700 on a trade, lose $80, rinse, wash, repeat. And there are hundreds of hit that questions box. And there are hundreds of trades to pick from in a week. And you're picking just the best ones that match the criteria that you're going to have in your hands in a minute. How much money do you think you can make just next week if we traded together, let's say? How much? What do you think? Jason says $5,000. All right, fair enough. Anybody else? Gina says $7,500. Okay. Anyone else? I'm curious. Just, you see what this is about. Charlotte says $2,000. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. And that's why who else we got here? Sandra says $2,500. Okay, fair enough. And that's why a consistent system is so powerful. Because if you can follow a checklist, finding, analyzing, setting up the trade, and making the trade is crazy simple. And closing the trade simple too. We just have to take it off the next day, but it requires a little bit of nuance. Management is key. Management makes money. That's the 3 M's of trading. And in a moment, I'm going to share a resource to make those nuances super simple. This is a system. That's why this is easy. Work the system works. Now let's talk about expectations. You take the actions that make things in your life happen to make your life what it is. Do you believe that to be true? Do you believe that the actions you choose determine your future? Yes, because that's the trader's mindset, isn't it? And if you don't take action, if you do nothing, you're always afraid to make a trade, nothing changes, right? Profitable trading is a reality for a lot of traders. We have traders in our online community chat room who are some of our top money-making students. They're real successful, regular folks like you and me who post their trades real time for all to see. They've made the decision to be profitable, to simply do it. And by the way, in a moment, I'll reveal how you can get free access to the MTM community chat room for 6 months. Now, how often can I find trades like this? All throughout earnings season. There are literally hundreds next week. Are these returns common? Yes, I literally showed you screenshots of my account. Earnings trades can yield highly leveraged returns with low risk. What if the trade doesn't work out? Not all of them will, but the risk is limited, but more importantly, manageable. And it can be a small fraction of possible gains. So let's talk about how to make this happen. This is the total earnings domination all access premium package that I'm about to share with you. In this complete course, I'm going to share how to replace uncertainty with confidence so that you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market's doing during earnings season using my simple data-driven, real money proven total earnings domination system. Here's just some of what you'll learn. How to easily scan the market for earnings trades, where to get the real-time data that pinpoint the winningest earnings trades, the best time of day for entries and especially those exits, what the yes-no screen technique blueprint is, the earnings time spread risk checklist for maximizing your gains, minimizing your losses, calculating the modeled endurable gap, so important, that's the crux of this whole thing, and how to manage wide bid-ask spreads and on closing the trades. It's different on earnings day. You'll also 100% understand how to know when a stock is more likely to outperform on its earnings announcement, how to set up profit and loss targets, and how to select the optimal expirations to maximize your profit potential. Because you know what? You now have a new opportunity to trade more consistently using a strategy that works in all market conditions, and to get a blueprint for earnings trading and watch live trade setups of earnings trades so that you can easily follow along. I'm going to tell you more about that in a second. That's going to be great. Plus, to make the next few weeks your top performing weeks yet of this year. Now, let's first talk about who this is not for. This is not for people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or for gamblers. Yes, it is possible to make a lot of money in a short period of time, but I want to be clear. This is not gambling. This is not guessing. I have done the math. You just follow along. You trade with a mathematical advantage like a professional trader, and it is completely simplified so anyone can do it. This is not for people who would rather spend hours and hours of time and money to endure losses to learn on their own, hopefully, over many years' time. That's stupid. Like, your time is valuable and money compounds. You want to wait years to figure this out, or you want to start right now in this earnings season? This is also not for wishy-washy procrastinators. But that's not you. You're here. You're moving forward. You are an action taker. You know who this is for? This is for you. if you want more consistency. This is for you if you want low risk trades with high profit potential. This is for you if you believe your success is tied to following a methodology. This is for you if you can follow a few simple steps. And you know what? This is for action takers. And for my action takers, I'm going to give you a million reasons why this is super easy. This is our Total Earnings Domination 6-month all access premium package. So first, let me share what you're going to get with this class. You begin with the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video. I'm going to put 30 years of my experience into your head with one short video. This is the keys to the kingdom. That is a $2,995 value. Why? Because if you can make the kind of money we're talking about consistently on daily trades throughout this earning season and the rest of earning seasons forever, this small one-time investment can pay you over and over again for a lifetime. And as you can see, there is no auto renewal on any of this. Now, I want to get you up and running fast. So I've created the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. These 3 short videos give you all the information you'll need to get started right now. But we also want you to literally have this mastered. So you are getting our 4-part on-demand video masterclass, Earnings Trading Techniques, which are from my 3 decades in the options business. You'll know exactly what to do every time. This puts the power into your hands. Now, speaking of that, isn't it important to make sure that you can actually put this knowledge to use, that you can actually do it? Well, today you are getting hands-on training. Starting Monday, October 21st, you will log in and watch me trade live in a real money account. So you'll see exactly what to do as you follow along with me as I reveal all my top picks. You'll literally see the system being traded in the live market, and you'll make your first trade together with me as a group. This is the next best thing to actually being literally in the room with me. This is the ultimate hands-on training. Now, this is an all-access premium package for $8,086, but I created a few bonuses that I would like to share. First, to start with, I want to make sure this works for everybody, regardless of your experience as an option trader, even if you're brand new to options. To make sure this works for you, today you're going to get the Options Impact Quick Start video course. This on-demand course levels the playing field for beginner option traders. It covers all the basics you need to begin trading options confidently. Even if you've never traded an option before, you'll be able to start trading like someone who's been trading successfully for years and put you on the fast track to maximizing your gains this earning season. Meet Jill from Cincinnati, Ohio. One of her first trades that she did together with us in the live coaching sessions. She bought a Microsoft time spread that met our criteria, as did I and the other students in the class. She bought the spread at $2.65 and in less than 24 hours sold it for $3.75, locking in a 41.5% profit. And she posted it real time in the MTM community chat room, which you will now have the same access to. Today, you're getting free 6 months of the MTM community chat room. You'll log in and get all your questions answered by me or our other coaches. But another huge sort of secret benefit is that in order for you to be successful, I need to put you in a community of traders who are going through the same struggles as you. And some who have gone through those struggles and made it to the other side and are now successful and post their trades live real time. And this is what one of our student traders who joined us said in the chat room. Jason Fullen from Leander, Texas said, closed IBM for 85 cents or 124% profit. Open the trade at 38. And you know what? This was his first total earnings domination trade, a $1,000 winner on his first trade that he made in that first week of trading this. Jacob D from New York City said, very first head trade, APA 36% winner. Thanks, Dan Pass, and everyone who contributes to this group. Borislav from Cologne, Germany said, a system that works with the brilliant logic behind us. So, as a recap, first you're going to get the secrets to trading earnings bootcamp. Then you're also going to get up and running fast with the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. Then you're going to have this mastered with the 4-part masterclass, Earnings Trading Techniques from my 3 decades on the CBOE trading floor. This is the most important part, the hands-on training where we trade together every day next week on a live online training. 5 coaching sessions where I reveal my top picks and I show you how I'm making the trades for each one of them. Plus, the options to impact quick start videos to get you up and running fast, and you're in a supportive community, the MTM community chat room. It's a total package value for $9,765. But I want to make this completely irresistible so that you can confidently, immediately join us right now. A 1,000,000-mile journey begins with the first step, and this is that step. Go to markettaker.com/TED right now and get all of this for a small, easy investment of just $597. 1, 2, 3, boom. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, markettaker.com/TED. TED, that's short for Total Earnings Domination. And join us now for a one-time, no automatic renewal, one-time small, easy investment of just $597, and let's do it this earnings season. 1, 2, 3, boom. That is a massive 93.9% off discount, and it is valid only for the first 34 traders who take action right now. Now, why would I give such a huge discount? Because you know what? Earnings season literally just started this week. And I want you to be one of the 1,000 trader success stories that we strive to create this year. People who take action are the ones that can be great traders when you see an opportunity and fearlessly act on it. So, to reward the traders who will move forward right now, our action takers, our people who won't be afraid to trade this 93.9% off is valid only for the first 34 people to join right now at markettaker.com/TED. Go. And for those of you who join us right now, here's the big bonus. Action takers, you are going to get my proprietary spreadsheet that I created to track all my trades with all the proprietary formulas on the sheet that help me make these trades confidently in just minutes. Now, I cannot open this bonus up for everyone. I can't. Honestly, I won't. I can only invite a handful of traders because, frankly, this is too valuable. This is a $1,750 value. After all the time and work that I put into it, this lays out every step that you need to take. All the formulas are in there, not password protected, because I want you to fully understand this system so you can be great at it and dominate this earnings season. This is the best way I know to all but ensure your success dominating earnings this earnings season. So look, I take this personally. You are investing in your success today. And by sharing my personal spreadsheet with you, so am I. So I am giving you this spreadsheet to traders who take action right now and join us during this training. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now, Quick recap. First, you're going to get the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp that just lays out the whole system, my 30 years of experience into your head with one bootcamp video. But you know what? I'm going to fast track you too. I'm going to give you the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. This is a few short little videos to get you the gist, to get you up and running right now. Then you're going to drill down. I love traders who love to be successful. I love traders who are willing to put in the work and invest in themselves. So you're also getting our 4-part masterclass, Earnings Trading Techniques from my 3 decades on the CBOE trading floor. Plus, this is everything right here. 5 live coaching sessions with my top picks every day next week. We are literally going to trade live together. You're going to watch me. You're going to ask me questions. I'm going to show you literally every step, and I'm going to trade with my live real money account. I'm going to give you the Options Impact Quick Start videos for the folks who are newer to options so you feel comfortable right now. And you're going to be in the most supportive community of option traders ever created in the MTM community chat room. Plus, the extra bonus, my easy spreadsheet tracker, that my marketing team tells me I'm crazy for letting people have that because it exposes the entire system. It's the keys to the kingdom. It is everything. But you're going to get that today for $597. That's a 94.8% off discount, including all the bonuses. And it is limited to the first 34 traders to join right now. And we've got at least 7 right now. So the clock is literally ticking. Now, go to markettaker.com/TED, markettaker, 2 T's in a row, markettaker.com/TED, or if you have questions, you can type your questions in the questions box, or you can call 773-302-1645. That's 773-302-1645. We have operators standing by to answer your questions and to get you signed up. 773-302-1645. Now look, this earnings cycle, it is one of the most important in the entire history of the stock market. Analysts are waiting to see what the earnings are to give guidance for the future, and that means traders can make more money trading earnings than they ever have before. This process is starting right now. It's already started. When you enroll today, you will have just enough time to get through watching the trainings of the bootcamp video, the accelerator course to get up and running right away, and the masterclass to be ready for that first live class on October 21st. These are the 5 most important classes that you will attend this year, probably your entire trading career, to tell you the truth. This earnings season, it is the opportunity of a lifetime for those who choose to put that opportunity into action. This is your choice. So it is go time. For those of you who have been waiting for the right trading opportunity, this is an opportunity to literally change your life. Also, in the past, because earnings season is quarter by quarter, when someone joined, I gave them 3 months access, 1 quarter. But I had some people say, but Dan, I have a commitment and can't make all the live earnings classes. Or Dan, I'm going to be out of town for part of earnings season. So I wanted to make sure everyone who invests in the class was able to fully use this class and get the results that you expect. So my team and I decided that with the Total Earnings Domination All Access Premium Package, we would make the class available for a full 6 months now. So as of today, you have plenty of time to get through all the material, and you'll get to attend the 5 live earnings trading sessions in January's live trading week as well. I call that money week sometimes. So you're going to attend this money week in every day next week and the money week in January as well. You're getting double. Now, those 5 hands-on training sessions are all 100% totally live. If you can't make it live, they're all recorded. In each of those classes, I'll reveal all the top earnings trades of the day, each of those days, live real time. Now, we have seen quarters where our trades in this hands-on training have been above an 80% win rate. In fact, it's usually above an 80% win rate. We had one quarter where it was 100% win rate, but you know, that was our best quarter. This quarter has all the markings of our best performing yet. I'm wanting to tie that 100% win rate. I am super excited, and I know you are too. And I'm going to prove that anyone can do this regardless of experience or account size. So here is my guarantee to you. I am actually trading these trades live with my own real money, so you can see exactly how it's done and follow along. In fact, I am using less than $10,000 of my account to show you that anyone can do it, regardless of account size and regardless of experience, because you get the options impact quick start videos today as well. So right now it is literally go time. Go to markettaker.com/TED or call 773-302-1645. David Zicko from South Lake Tahoe, California said, close the last 5 at $1.41, total gain $425 less commission. The class has paid for itself. Thanks, Dan. Sachin from Glen Mills, Pennsylvania said, God knows I've made multiples of the money I paid for your class. Talk about ROI, man. And that's what it's about, right? That's why I talk about investing in yourself. It is about the ROI. Russell Ketchum from Glendale, California said, I'm above an 80% win rate. Most of the others were maybe a 5% loss. And there's Bob, who's in this class right now. Bob said, Bob's part of Total Earnings Domination. He said, I closed out Sunrun 10 seconds after the open, watched the vol crush from over 400 to under 200. Holy crap, amazing. Made a 41% profit. Not bad for 10 seconds into the day, by the way, right? Also, Tyler Mikola from Lexington, Tennessee said, I took Dan's MTM course about 7 years ago. He started me down the path that I'm on today. Now I am a professional options trader at a fund. So if you want results like Tyler and like Bob and like Russell and like Jill and Sachin and David, you know what to do. Go to markettaker.com/TED right now. Market as in stock market. Taker as in take what is rightfully yours. 2 T's in a row. Markettaker.com/TED or call 773-302-1645. 773-302-1645. Or if you have one of these little devices, a phone, go to it, open up the camera app, and aim it towards that QR code in the middle of the screen. And you know what it'll do? It'll open a little yellow box right under it, and you touch it, and you can just get signed up right there on your phone. Now, before we go any further, I want to welcome the new folks who just joined us. Welcome and congratulations to Charlotte from Fremont, California. Welcome, congratulations, and great job stepping up and moving forward and investing in yourself. Nice work, Charlotte. That's great. Welcome and congratulations to Donald from La Cruces, New Mexico. Welcome and congratulations. That's where University of New Mexico is, I think, right? Nice job, Donald. Investing in yourself today, best investment you can make. Welcome and congratulations to James from Chicago Park, California. I didn't know there was a Chicago Park, California. That's pretty cool. Nice job, though, stepping up and investing in yourself. That is great, great, great stuff. Welcome and congratulations to Sandra. Yeah, Sandra from Spring, Texas. Nice work, Sandra. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm so glad that you are going to be part of Total Earnings Domination this year. Welcome and congratulations to Rushi from North Brunswick, New Jersey. Nice work, Rushi. Great job. Welcome and congratulations to Jason from, I don't have Jason City and State. I always wait for one of those to segue into this because one of the questions that I get asked often is, Dan, listen, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking to ramp up my trading in a short period of time. I know earnings trades can help me with that, but here's the thing, Dan. I have a hard time coming up with the 597. Is there a way to finance that? And that answer is yes. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit. So you can lock in Total Earnings Domination today when you check out using PayPal and just choose PayPal credit. How do you do it? Same way, just go to markettaker.com/TED and click that PayPal button to get started right now. Now I see some questions coming in. If there is a question that I can answer to help you make the decision to join us, I want you to put that in the questions box right now. Oh, Sandra says, good, I'm glad, yay. Awesome, I love it, I love it, I love it. In the meantime, while I see questions rolling in, let me start out with some frequently asked questions. Is this live or recorded? It's both. You can attend the live earnings setup classes, but many students with busy schedules prefer just to watch the recordings of it. How long do I have access? Only with this offer do you get a full 6 months access. This is the best way to do this. Is this time consuming? No, that is the whole point. In fact, that is why for the people who join right now, you're also getting the spreadsheet, because that is going to save you hours and hours and hours of time. It used to take me about 15 minutes to analyze one of these earnings trades. Now it's down to about 3 minutes. I know your time's valuable. This will save you massive amounts of time. How do I know I'll be able to do it? That's a great question, because this comes with all the videos, and it comes, the most important part is the hands-on training next week, where I'll show you in the live market exactly what to do with real live trade setups. Now, the number one question that we get, is there a limit on the number of traders who can join? Yes, there is. I have a small team committed to student success. If you're committed to doing your part, we will do ours. And therefore, today is limited to the first, I said 27, it's actually 34 who are serious about max gains during earnings season. Now, I'm going to answer your questions. I had a few more people join us. And by the way, this is crunch time. To be ready for that first live training session on Monday, October 21st, that's at 2:30 Eastern time, you need to have enough time to go through some of these videos. You need to go right now to markettaker.com/TED. That is a choice for you to make, and I want you to be ready this earnings season and be part of this really incredible class. All right, so join now. Go to markettaker.com/TED or call 773-302-1645. Welcome and congratulations to Paul from La Canada, California. Nice work. Welcome, congratulations. Welcome to Bo's out of Texas. Frida is out of North Carolina. Gina is out of Illinois. Gina's out of Illinois. Hey, welcome. Congratulations. Nice work. How many is that? I kind of lost count. We're not at 34 yet, but the clock is ticking. So let's go and let's do that and let's get all signed up. All right. So Avelino says, can I trade this strategy in an IRA account? Who is your broker for the IRA? With most of them, you can, because your net buying options, the short option expires before the long option. So it's typically not a problem in an IRA. I've traded time spreads in my IRA. Oh, Donald, it's actually New Mexico State. Oh, okay. I knew there was some sort of college there. Mark says, joined yesterday, looking forward to working with you. Mark, awesome, man. I am looking forward to working with you. Also, you're going to love next week, the live training setups. You're going to love it. Ronald says, how do I get back to presentation after sending you a question? You're there, right? Ronald, you're in, right? New contact says, how many minutes before the close do you put on a trade? I cover all that in all the classes. I mean, it's towards the end of the day. It's the last hour of the day. Taking it off is a little bit more nuanced, and that's a longer question and answer. I'm going to share that with you in the live classes and in the recorded classes so that you have that down. So you get a credit on puts and a debit on calls. No, a time spread, whether it's a put time spread or a call time spread, it is a debit either way, because you're always buying the time spread. You guys are asking great questions. You guys are, like joining like crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, you can use that QR code right there. How many trades do you put on during earnings week? Now, there's a great question. So look, next week, the week after that, there's literally hundreds of earnings trades, hundreds a day sometimes. So I don't trade all of those. There's a very simple screening process to just throw out all the garbage. And then we go to the spreadsheet and we filter all of them. And we only pick the best of the best that meet certain criteria. Okay. And then the ones that meet certain criteria, I rank them and I pick the best of the best of the best. So to answer your question, how many do you put on during a typical earnings week? It'll be anywhere from, for the week, I would say 10 to 15. I could put on more, but I would rather put on 10 or 15 awesome trades than 20 or 30 pretty good trades. Does this renew every month? No, this is a one-time easy investment of just $597. There is no auto renewal on any of this. What if I work during the live sessions? Yeah, a lot of people do, which is why we record it so you can watch it whenever it's convenient for you. Can I only trade TED during earnings week? No. Next week is the first big week of earnings season, but the week after and the week after are also huge weeks. Then after that, we get into retail earnings season, and there's a whole bunch of companies like Target and Wayfair and such that'll be announcing then. So, I mean, you can trade this. I mean, you can literally trade it all year long. It's just that the next 6 weeks or so, it's going to be like shooting fish in a barrel. Is every company that is announcing earnings a good candidate for a TED trade? No, definitely not. I mean, like, you're going to get hundreds of companies announcing over the next 6 weeks. I might trade, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 50 trades. Well, I'm sure I'll trade more than 10. But no, that is why we screen the trades. That's why the videos are so extremely important. And that's why next week's live sessions are extremely, extremely important. Does a stock have to have a certain volume in order to trade TED? Yes and no. I mean, that's covered in the videos. Yes and no. It does have to meet certain liquidity requirements. So, I can't pinpoint, hey, the stock should trade a billion shares or more. It helps, the busier, the more volume, the better, because we tend to see tighter bid-ask spreads in the options. We tend to have more choices of strikes and expirations. Do we care if the company met earnings expectations or not? No, it doesn't matter. Statistically, most companies beat expectations, but that doesn't mean they always go up. Sometimes they beat and they go down. AMSL today, down 17%. Is this an automatic trade scanner? No, it's better than that. This is videos that give you education and a spreadsheet that you keep for life. This is a lifetime of learning. This is a lifetime of trading. I am putting the power into your hands, not making you reliant on a scanner. Do I have to install software? Nope. I give you my spreadsheet. You get that, you keep that. I give you the knowledge. The only software you need is a brokerage platform. Do I have to have an account of a certain size? I have a small account. No, that's the best thing. I mean, look, if you have a small account, do you want it to stay a small account, or do you want the tools and trading methodology to make you be able to grow it into a bigger account, right? So I would say you need at least $2,500 account. I've never traded a time spread before. Is it difficult? No. For you who's never traded a time spread before, just watch the options impact quick start videos first, and you'll be trading like you've been trading for years. How long do you keep these trades active? These are less than 24-hour trades. Less than 24-hour trades. So you're going to put them on the last hour of the day, and you're going to take them off after. I keep saying those 3 things happen. You'll see what that's all about a little later in the videos. I cover all that in the videos. Nice work. Nice work. Sorry, off topic. Rushi says, sorry, off topic. I did not get a confirmation email yet. Is this usual? My email address is that. Rushi, check your junk or spam folder at the email that you signed up with. It should be there. If not, email here. Check your junk or spam folder. If not, you can email Kathleen at markettaker.com. She is working now, I think. She should be able to get you set up, but it's probably in your junk or spam folder. Whew, you guys are freaking awesome, man. This is really great. Do you have any further questions that I can answer to help you make the decision to come and join us? Rushi, you're welcome. Let me know if you find it, by the way. For all the people who did move forward today and invested in yourselves and are ready to dominate this earnings season, nice work. You should pat yourself on the back. For those of you who didn't yet, who aren't ready, maybe you're newer to trading, you're not used to this idea of investing in yourself, you're not used to this idea of, you know, it makes you nervous to invest $500. You know, I understand. Everybody starts out that way. You will get past that in your trading, and you need to in order to be okay, Rishi. In order to make it as a trader, you need to get past the fear, right? You need, when you see a good deal, you act on it and do it. And I think that that is the most important thing. So again, welcome to all of our new total earnings dominators. And I'm going to see you in the live training next week. Now, I stopped the recording because here's the deal. I am going to give everybody who's left here, if you're going to get the spreadsheet as the bonus, because that's the bonus that you need to join right now if you're going to get the spreadsheet, was probably, frankly, the most valuable thing. I'm going to set an alarm. No, I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. And when this timer goes off, we're done here. Ready? 4:59, 4:58, 4:56, 4:55, 4:54, 4:53. In 5 minutes, this goes away. So if you have any more questions that I can answer to help you make the decision to invest in total earnings domination, to invest in yourself, right now is the time to hit that questions box and ask that question. D says, how many spots are left? I get this one. I'm trying to count. I think we have 4 spots left, D. So yes, 4 spots left. And you've got 4 minutes and 4 seconds, 4:03, 4:02, 4:01, 4 minutes exactly. Who's going to grab one of those last 4 spots in the last 4 minutes? 1, 2, 3, go. Boom, boom, boom. And when you do, you're going to get not just a Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp where I put all the information, just brain dump it on you, but also the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator videos and the opportunity to have this mastered with the 4-part masterclass, and super important, the 5 live coaching sessions every day next week. Well, you're going to get the Options Impact Quick Start bonus, which is great for folks who are newer to trading. You're going to get the MTM community chat room, which you're going to use because I actually tell you which stocks we're getting out of, which time spreads we're getting out of the next morning at what time. That's going to be really important to you. But whoever grabs one of the last 4 spots in the next 3.5 minutes or so, you are getting my easy spreadsheet tracker, which I am going to phase out and put into a platform that is going to be extra. This is probably the last time that you will have the opportunity to get the spreadsheet with all of the formulas in there, because everybody I work with tells me I'm crazy for giving that away, because it gives you all the math behind it. It gives you everything. So I'm going to listen to my team. They're smart people. So I'm going to stop giving that away. So right now, go to markettaker.com/TED, hit that QR code, or you can call 773-302-1645. How long is this offer available? How long is this offer available? Is that really your question? Well, look, you can sign up all the way until next Monday, but you're not getting any of the bonuses, and you're going to need the chat room bonus. You're going to really want the spreadsheet tracker, and you're going to pay more if you wait. So this bonus is available to you right now. And if you are a real trader and an action taker and somebody who has that trader's investors mentality, and you really want it, you're going to do it right now. It's available. How long is it available? Right now is how long it's available. That is the answer. It's right now. If you're not ready for it right now, don't do it. If you are ready to make a change in your trading, a change in your life, and really dominate this earnings season, then the answer is right now. I can't give you a better answer than that. Sandra says, looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. TED week is my favorite week of the quarter, man. I get so excited about it because I love trading as a group. It's just a freaking blast. And you guys are all going to love it too. How much time do we have? Why are you asking how much time we have? Just go to markettaker.com/TED or hit that QR code or call the number I showed. I can bring up the number again. You have 37 seconds, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Go. Jeez Louise over here. Welcome, Doug. Welcome, Alyssa. Welcome, Paul. How many spots we got left? Not too many. Grab that last 1 or 2 or however many spots it is in the next few seconds here, and let's make this happen. I am so glad that you are part of Total Earnings Domination. I think just about everybody here who's left is. Okay, that is it. Pencils down. No, you don't have to put your pencils down, but if you're in the process of completing the online enrollment form, right now is the time to finish that up. I'm going to leave this up for just a little bit longer. So go to markettaker.com/TED. I'm going to leave that up a little bit longer and get yourself signed up today and start with the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video or the Accelerator video course. Either one of those. You do either one of those first. And then move on, get yourself registered for the live sessions, join the chat room, and say a big hello once you join the chat room. Whew. All right. Well, again, welcome all our earnings dominators. I'm going to see you next week. Have a great rest of your day. This is Dan Passarelli. Trade smart. Good night.